So here we are making an absinthe drink. You want to make sure the glass that you're going to pour absinthe into is a chilled glass. That's why I have it filled with ice. Have a sugar cube or a couple of sugar cubes ready, depending on the size of the sugar cubes. And then have an absinthe spoon. And then have a good quality absinthe as well. And then have a lighter handy to set the sugar cubes on fire. So what you want to do is you want to empty your glass of ice and then place it back on the plate, and then you want to put your absinthe spoon on there like so, and then also put your sugar cubes on there as well. I'm using two. You can use one if you want. Just depends on your preferences. And then what you're going to do is you're going to pour this 2 ounce of a shot of absinthe over the sugar cubes into the glass, like so. And the reason I have a plate under there is because it's hard to pour out of the shot glass into the glass of absinthe. And now light up your lighter and you light the sugar cubes on fire like so, and you can see that they're burning. You can see the flames. You want to make sure that they're burning as much as they are. I think they're still burning. There's still flame on there. And you want to kind of let it simmer as it is doing right now. And I can still feel the heat when I put my hand up there, so I know that they're still on fire. And you can actually see the little bit of flames in there as well with the sugar cubes. And then what you're going to do next is you want 5 parts of water to the absinthe that you poured into the glass. So in the same shot glass, just use very cold water if you have it. So I'm going to pour some water in there over the sugar cubes. And then, I'm sorry, it's 3 parts, not 5 parts. My apologies. And then pour 1 more shot. And that seems like a lot of water. You know, I'm going to stop at 2 because I don't want too much water in my absinthe. And then what you're going to do is dump the sugar cubes into the glass, and then you could use another spoon or you could use the absinthe spoon to sort of stir it. And you're looking for this milky consistency in your drink. And you want to make sure that those sugar cubes that you put in there are dissolved properly. So I still see a sugar cube in there, so I'm going to keep stirring it for a while here. I want to make sure that it's gone. I still see it. The reason it's taking a while to dissolve is because I poured some ice cold water in there, because you don't want a warm absinthe drink. So you just got to have some work to do here, and I think that sugar cube is gone. I don't see it, so I'm going to stop stirring it. And I like my drink extra cold, so I'm going to put in a few cubes of ice in there as well. And you know, that kind of evens out because I didn't put as much water as the recipe calls for, so I think, you know, it evens out. And you could add more or less depending on your preference, but that's basically what you do. And lighting the sugar cubes on fire is pretty optional. You could just pour the cold water on it after you put absinthe in it and then keep stirring it until they dissolve. It's your preference, but I like to kind of light them on fire and watch them burn. So there you go. Enjoy.